Hi, I'm Will Shepler. I've been at NapTown for just a little bit over a year now. I ended up at NapTown actually out of just convenience. I started working at Developer Town, which is in the same building, and they're kind enough to give us a little corporate assistance for wellness and that kind of stuff. So signing up and working out 20 feet from my office seemed like a good way to get started. My success has been pretty extraordinary in my mind. I've been somebody who's struggled with my weight and especially with yo-yoing off and on for the vast majority of my life. But since starting at NapTown, I've lost 36 pounds. I've decreased my body fat percentage from 18.9 down to 10.2 and just generally feel a whole lot better than I ever have. There's been a pretty big impact outside of the gym as well. For one, I noticed that my posture has improved, which has interesting side effects when you're dealing with business people. How you carry yourself and how you present yourself has actually kind of a profound impact on how people treat you in meetings and how people just when you're walking around look at you and kind of position themselves when they speak to you. So it's been a very positive thing for my self-image and for my self-esteem to be able to look in the mirror in the mornings and be like, yeah, it was pretty good. And then to see that reflected in other people as you carry out your day, just walking down the street or talking with colleagues or even in meetings with customers, clients, or potential clients, it makes a huge difference. Working with NapTown Nutrition, I've been doing it for about a year. My nutrition coach is Hudson, and we're now down to the once a month, like half-hour meetings. But for me, there's an element of gamification to the process. I'm kind of a mechanics person. I'm a software engineer and architect by trade, so the little details about things are what are exciting to me. So for me, it's every month hitting the in-body scan and looking at the numbers and saying, okay, what do I do different? And then taking that and getting the additional accountability for, what I'm eating, what I'm doing, logging food. I've developed a lot of habits around that because that part of it is the game part for me. It's fun. It's trying to beat the numbers from before. It's trying to show more self-control on a daily basis with what I eat. And then it's the additional, at least for me, the starting part of it is the accountability that you get from having a coach who's looking at what you're eating and being like, hey, notice you kind of may have got off the rails a little bit yesterday. What happened, and being able to talk through some of those things and even to talk through some of the bad food habits that you build up over a lifetime. I mean, I come from a generation where my parents were like, clean your plate, and it's not always about cleaning your plate or it's about making the plate something that cleaning isn't unhealthy, and you don't think about those things because you fall into the habits of those comfort foods and the processes that you grew up with very easily. But having someone check those things and give you good research and good articles and things to read about it gives you at least the tools to figure out if it's what you should be doing or whether you need to make changes in your lifestyle at large. Yeah, I've pretty much exclusively gone to classes in Monon. Up here, the group is kind of small, especially the morning crew, which is who I tend to go with. And when I don't, I go with the people that I work with, so I go at lunch. And having those people around that and you get to know, even if you're gone for a couple of days or you come back and they're like, hey, good to see you again. It's really great, encouraging to have that group accountability that makes you feel like, hey, I'm missing out on something if I don't show up. And I feel like if the people cycled in and out a lot, that I wouldn't feel that same sense of like, hey, these are the folks I hang out with, And they somehow managed to do that without making new people, at least when I was new. It didn't feel like I was an outsider or anything. It was like, oh, great, first time, awesome. But yeah, the community up here is great. A lot of people walk in the mornings especially, and those are the people you see almost every day. And all of them are great. They're fun to talk to, and they're fun to kind of have little competitions with. And yeah, just a great group.